Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Syracuse's offense will start this game off. And here's the van they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Off the play fake. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Syracuse right back at it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Pulls it and fires to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Uncorks it. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Brings up second down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the 49ers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And now on second down for this offense. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On second down, wants to throw. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The 49ers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. And the 49ers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown 49ers. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Syracuse, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Offense in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of a complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down.
Touchdown, Charlotte. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Syracuse, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The 49ers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's locked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Going up top on first down. He's got his man.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He gets a block. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's going to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to throw here on second down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Syracuse.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. "57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights."
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the timing just a hair off. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Snags it over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Trying to run, it's Payne. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Syracuse 6.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Finds a tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a row of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. The 49ers will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's locked.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the 49ers look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He fires to the left side.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressive.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Syracuse right back at it.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Sadie's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run it. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Cuse! And the comeback is on. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
24, Syracuse, 19.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Niners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31. Syracuse, 19.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Trying play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to run it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Syracuse, 19.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. They need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Finds space on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He finds his man, and the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They're going back to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Fights off a defender. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Bounced off his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.